Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be sharing with you my top 5 favourite tracks from Lady Gaga's Chromatica album, which was released on May 29th, 2020. So before diving into my personal favourite tracks, let's quickly recap over the album's track list. The album opens up with Chromatica 1, and then after that we have the following songs: Alice, Stupid Love, Rain on Me, Free Woman, Fun Tonight, Chromatica 2, 911, Plastic Doll, Sour Candy, Enigma, Replay, Chromatica 3, Sign from Above, 1000 Doves, and finally for the standard version of the album, Babylon. When it comes to the deluxe version of Chromatica, purchasers were treated to an extra 3 bonus tracks. These were Love Me Right, a piano demo version of 1000 Doves, and a remix of Stupid Love. The singles that were released for Chromatica were Stupid Love, which served as the lead single for the album, Rain on Me, which featured Ariana Grande, and then we had Sour Candy, Gaga's collaboration with Blackpink, which was released a day before the album was due to drop. So without further delay, here are my top 5 tracks from Lady Gaga's Chromatica. Number 1, Enigma. The 11th track from the album, Enigma, is a catchy house-inspired piece about mystery within a relationship. Gaga sings about how she can be someone's enigma and how she craves mystery. She also sings about how the relationship can go in any direction that they would want it to. I love this track because it's about breaking free of the stigma and stereotypes of how a particular person, situation, or relationship should be. Number 2, Replay. Following on directly from Enigma, we have the 12th track entitled Replay. Replay showcases both powerful and interesting lyrics with a heavy house beat. The song deals with inner conflict, torture and pain, with lyrics like "Every day I dig a grave, then I sit inside it wondering if I'll behave," and "Who was it who pulled the trigger? Was it you or I?" Number 3, Chromatica 1. The opening track from the album, this orchestral piece gives me goosebumps. It provides listeners with scope of the world that is Chromatica. It gives the impression of the beginning of a journey. It creates a little bit of mystery in my opinion too, as the track has its moments of hope and positivity, yet also moments which are darker and filled with negativity. This for me is the perfect opening for Chromatica. Number 4 is Alice. And Alice is the second track from Chromatica. The main lyric repeated throughout the song is, "My name isn't Alice, but I'll keep looking for Wonderland." It's an earworm of a song which lyrically deals with seeking happiness, or Wonderland in this case, and not knowing where you belong. However, there's a positive to take from this song. Gaga isn't giving up. She's continuing to try to find her Wonderland. This song reminds me of a silver lining, and that eventually there'll be light at the end of a tunnel. And my 5th and final favourite track from Chromatica is Plastic Doll. Plastic Doll represents Gaga's distaste for people seeing her as an object rather than a human being. She compares herself to a Barbie-like doll within this track and sings lyrics like "Don't play with me" and "I'm not your plastic doll." She's saying to her audience how she can't be bought and played with, she can't be messed around, and she's a strong individual who has feelings and emotions just like everyone else. She's human, not an object. Those are my top 5 tracks from Chromatica. I do enjoy every single song from this album and feel like every song deserves to be on the album. I know sometimes with albums that have a larger amount of tracks on them, it can sometimes feel as though some songs are just used as filler material, But this, in my opinion, isn't the case with Chromatica at all, as each and every song feels necessary in order to tell the story. This album is very full on and heavy with its topics, but it is not a sad album by any means. I do want to take the time to say how much I do enjoy this album, and I can really appreciate the creative direction that she went in terms of sound. The disco, pop, house and synth genres reminiscent of the 80s and 90s have been very popular recently, and they have been making a comeback within the music scene. For example, Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia album, which released in March of 2020. Now, although Chromatica has a very specific and distinct sound that not every single one of Gaga'S fans will enjoy, I personally really do enjoy it. What is interesting about this album is the contrast it has between the light-hearted and happy dance-infused sound to the dark themes that lyrically the album deals with. Lady Gaga sings of equality, heartbreak, depression, conflict, good versus evil, and many more. The album artwork, I think, showcases these themes perfectly, and it is probably my favourite album cover from Gaga. The orchestral/string pieces of this album really gives the impression that Chromatica is otherworldly, and I feel those tracks provide the album with scope, and they really serve to open up the universe and the world of Chromatica to its listeners. And although I am very much a fan of the genres Gaga has explored within Chromatica, I feel that including these orchestral breaks within the album's track listing was a very good idea, as it allows the album to feel much bigger than just a typical house dance pop album. In my eyes, Chromatica sees Lady Gaga return more to her earlier sounds, but in a new, exciting way. So those are my top 5 tracks from Chromatica and some of my thoughts on the album so far. But what do you think of this album? And which songs are your favourites? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up, and if you are new here, click on that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.